All right, Haley, thank you. We are following yet another deadly shooting, this one early in the morning in southeast Portland. One man is dead, neighbors are rattled, and officers who responded to nearly 1,000 shootings this year are stretched thin and are exhausted.
Fox 12's Simon Gutierrez is live in southeast Portland with what's being done to address the violence. Simon.
Well, just today, City Commissioner Joanne Hardesty announced a new initiative that looks to curb some of this gun violence with some traffic interventions. There's some traffic right there for you. With some traffic interventions, it's a novel approach, one that neighbors support, but it doesn't address the current shortage of police officers on Portland city streets that's hampering the police bureau. Portland's latest shooting and its 66th death from gun violence just a block away from another shooting the day before.
It's scary. It makes me want to move out of the area.
Scared enough to ask us not to show their face. Neighbors throughout north, northeast, and southeast Portland have been living with this reality.
It's terrifying. You feel very helpless. Because there's not much that you can say to your 8-year-old to explain what's happening.
Nadine Salama, who lives in the Mount Scott neighborhood, says there have been at least 8 shootings within 1,000 feet of her apartment since July. She recently reached out to Commissioner Joanne Hardesty's office asking for help, not only with the gun violence, but the many cars that speed through the neighborhood.
There are cars that are flying down our side roads where our children are playing, going down 60 miles an hour, using those roads to get out of the neighborhood or come in.
Hardesty today announced the Portland Bureau of Transportation will install temporary traffic barrels in an area around Southeast 72nd and Woodstock. Salama sees it as just one part of a holistic approach to try to deal with the neighborhood's safety issues.
While we're not naive to think that a barrel and a sign is going to fix everything, it's a first step. It's at least somewhat of a measure to slow down some traffic, maybe deter somebody.
Salama says she'd also like to see what she calls a leveled response from Portland police, who have been stretched thin by the hundreds of shooting investigations and chronically short-staffed.
We're understaffed, lacking resources. There's way more shootings than we can handle. And so, you know, it's a monumental task to try to get on top of this. Despite the Bureau's struggle to keep up, Salama says she has seen a more visible police presence in the area, which has been something of a reassurance.
And that brought a big comfort to my 8-year-old who saw them the other day, who's having trouble, sleeping.
And the Police Bureau is also in the process of putting together its new revamped gun task force, the Focused Intervention Team. That 12-member team is scheduled to be up and running by mid to late November. Reporting live in southeast Portland, Simon Gutierrez, Fox 12 Oregon.